Is over there with the blue big building and the section behind this wall. This belongs to my grandfather since 85 years old. Next stage, we have to arrange the slides between two pieces of carpets. Back in ancient time, no carpets. So what they use linen. Then we have to complete the shape of the paper, and then we cover it by another piece. So do you have any idea how these slices stick together?
Natural fiber.
Natural fiber and the sugar. So the sugar makes the glue natural. And then we have to press it for another 6 more days. Put your finger in it.
No.
So six more days under the press, and then 2 more days under the sun to dry. Here is the final result. The first paper in the human history, which is made by hands of ancient Egyptian people, called natural paper, no chemicals, nothing on it. Very strong and very flexible. So this paper has the ability to absorb all kinds of colors, even pen and pencil. And this paper, it can survive for 100,000 of years. To make sure of that, have you been to the museum or not yet?
Not yet.
God willing, or by Arabic language, inshallah, when you go to the Egyptian museum, you will find in the second floor, please don't miss it, you'll find the real papyrus from almost 6,000 years old. And you're going to find also the Book of the Dead, one of the longest paper in the world, 26 meters long, second floor, made out of the papyrus, color still intact, and paper still intact. But unfortunately, Chinese people nowadays, they make everything fake, even papyrus paper. You find it in the streets, around the pyramids, around the museum, in the market, even inside the hotels. So how we know the difference between both of them? Original papyrus paper, guys, must be this color, almost yellowish. Fake is kind of white. And people, you've been to the pyramids, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you saw some people try to sell paper, or they didn't pay attention?
We try not to pay attention.
Oh, so the people in these places, they sell the fake one flat in a plastic case. Why? Because they can't roll it like us. If you roll it, the paper, it will be cracks. The color on it is printed by chemical colors. That's why if you touch it, you'll have big problem in your skin. You sell it by $1 or $2. Anyway, we are only 3 places all over Egypt has these licenses from the government and tourism and hotel ministry. You have to open this place to get this license since like 100 years old. And you have to pay a lot of money to get this license from the government. So we are only 3. That's why when you collect your stuff from here, you must, not you should, take a grantee certificate with our names, address, and even our stamp on the back of the papyrus. Now, we're gonna give you some idea about the most important story, which is my favorite and even my highly recommendation for all of you if you're planning to get some papyrus, the Judgment Day. So why? You're gonna catch almost 65% from our history in one sheet of paper. Ancient Egyptian people, they believe about life after death and reincarnation. So they imagine a king or a dead person kneels down raising the hands in front of 14 judges. After he makes his confession, half of the 14 catching or holding the ankh, or the key of life, this symbol. We call it ankh, symbol of long life and happiness. So believe him. Other half, no key of life, don't believe him. Now is what? Is equals. So they give him another chance to send him with Anubis to the balance of justice. Anubis, the mummification god, he will put his heart against the feather of justice of this lady, her name Mad, the gods of justice and truth. If the heart is heavier, means he's a bad person, guilty. So the way of hell in ancient time, this swatical animal, his name Am or Yam Yam, the god of punishment, he will jump and eats his heart. But here you're gonna find the feather heavier than the heart, means he's a good man like the golden boy. Horus, the falcon head, the god of protection, he will take a permission from the ibis head, his name Tot, the god of writing and wisdom, to say this is a good man, take him to his second life. Where? To the heaven. And he must meet the family of the heaven, which is Osiris, the chief god of heaven, his wife Isis, the gods of love, and her sister Nephthys, the gods of magic and beauty. This is the story number 1 in our ancient Egyptian history. Is it clear?
Yes.
Something nice for family. The first love story in the human history, or a family card between the golden king or the boy king. What his name? King Tut, and his wife Ankh-Senamun. Back in ancient time, I love the way in ancient time to get married. You know why? Because most of our ladies do everything for men. Nowadays it's big difference. So here's the queen. Offer bundle of lotus flower for the king, and look to the king. He accept her love by which hand? Which hand?
Right.
No,
Left hand.
lefty hand. Why the lefty hand? Close to the heart. He loved her so much. Nowadays we call it family card. If you're interested to write the names in hieroglyphic letters for your family, in only 3 minutes we have a professional artist here. He can do the husband name beside the king, the wife name beside the queen, and if they love each other, we can write love and happiness forever in the bottom, and then the kid's name in the top. You know why in the top? Because the top always the future for the children. You got me? You know the calendar, right? Did you hear the story of the calendar?
Yes.
Okay, now the last one here is the tree of life, or a family tree. As you see here, we have 5 birds, represent 5 human stages of the life. Babyhood, childhood, youth, maternity, and old age. Or nowadays we call it family tree. How? Some families would like to write the names of the family. So here is the father name beside this bird. Why? Because he's wearing a crown full of lot of feather, which is symbol of justice and wisdom. And here is the mother name beside this bird. Why? Because always the mother take care about the children and the grandchildren. And the names it will be by ancient Egyptian letters, hieroglyphics, and we give you a sheet of paper to know the symbol behind your letter, by the way. Last one here. That's it. Hello.
Hey, is it possible to send me that video after you
If you have relatives, friends, good people, you would like to give them a nice gift from Egypt, the cartouche. This shape we call it cartouche. In only 2 minutes you can have your name like a king and the queen. Because back in ancient time, only for kings and the queen to have their names in hieroglyphic letters. Excuse me, sir? Look at that. This is the name of the king. Only for kings and the queen to have their names inside the cartouche. But why? Because the king and the queen, they believe the cartouche is consists of 2 important things in the life, which is the sky and earth. When they put the names between the sky and earth, means protect their names forever. When you write the names in any design, not necessarily the cartouche, you can write it here, any design you want. You pay extra 100 Egyptian pound for one name. It doesn't matter about long or medium or small letter. About the place here, guys, I think you receive an order card from the door, right? This is not bell at all. Anyone catching your eyes, you must find 2 numbers. The black one in the top is the model number of the building. The black one in the bottom was LE. LE means the price in Egyptian pounds. So why you put LE? Because there is 2 sections belongs to my grandfather. The price is written in US dollars. But because we governmental shop, we accept all kind of currency, all kind of credit cards. And when you get anyone from here, it's so easy to take. We rolled up and we put it in a nice container, and it's tax-free and duty. Now, the most important question now for me is, this is the price you are going to give me, the golden boy? Yes or no?
No.
No. By the way, you are coming in Egypt. I like you. You are very clever to travel nowadays. People are afraid to travel for coronavirus, right? Don't be afraid. Enjoy your life. You know why? Because if Allah wants you to die now, you won't die. We're gonna be die now, here or in the States or whatever. You got me? So you have to enjoy your life. Coronavirus is a big game. I know that. You know. So by the way, travel nowadays clever, because all the countries around the world make sale for everything. Even also our place here, we make discounts. So what is the discount you're gonna get? For a small size, start from this size till this size, 20% off. And the rest of the sizes, which is the huge, the big ones, come to the golden boy, you will have a magic discount, okay? So how are you gonna get your magic discount? You have to say something to me to get your magic discount, okay? So say it with me now. I need to hear, okay? Saeed.
Saeed.
No, you're still sleepy. Saeed.
Saeed.
My Egyptian brother.
My Egyptian brother.
The golden boy.
The golden boy.
Then you will have your magic discount. So thank you for your attention. You can have a look around. It's your time.
Thank you. What's your channel?